Hi everyone, my name is Trish Markert. I'm a PhD candidate at Binghamton University and a member of Task Force 2. So in this short video segment, I'll be discussing one of the questions on the survey, which looks at the shape the ethics principles might take as a document. So Task Force 1 recommended looking not just at ways to update and revise the principles and their content, but also considering what form those principles might eventually take. So as part of Task Force 2, we wanted to get feedback on what a revised and updated ethics statement might look like from other archaeologists and members of the archaeological community. The survey is designed to include a wide range of voices on the direction, content, and shape of the SAA ethics principles. And an important aspect of this is the format. So how the principles are presented and how people are able to engage with and use them in their work. We included a question on the survey to get a sense of what type of ethical document the archaeological community sees as serving their work, their interests, and their needs most effectively, given the world we live in today and the situations that we find ourselves in. As one of the writers of the survey, I'm going to briefly go over the different formats addressed in this particular question. So this question on format occurs about halfway through the survey and gives a few different options to choose from, and you're able to highlight whichever ones you think would be most effective for you as part of this community. One of the first ones we offer is an aspirational code. So an aspirational code focuses on a set of shared values and ideals that encourage ethical behavior for members of the society or organization. This is the shape that the current SAA principles on archaeological ethics take. They're an aspirational code. They outline the ideals of practice, working with each other and with communities and with the archaeological record. We also present the idea of a living document. So a living document is a set of ethical statements that can be continually updated and provide a platform to actively respond to ethical situations and challenges. A living document usually accompanies a set statement on ethics or a set of principles. An example is the SAA Ethics Forum, which takes the form of a blog. The idea here is engaging in an ongoing dialogue about how ethics are used and applied in practice. So a blog is one option that's available to do this, but there are others as well. And on this question, if this is an option that you're interested in, there is space to leave additional feedback about what shape this might take. We also discussed the option of a separate principles of ethics and standards of research, performance, or practice. This would take the form of two statements, one of which would address the ethical principles or a code of conduct, and the other which would address best practices for archaeology and archaeological research. So we have an example of this that we're familiar with from the Register of Professional Archaeologists and their code and standards. We also provide the option of selecting an ethical document that provides examples. And this is one option that could easily overlap with any of the others that are listed here. The idea is that this would be an ethical statement or code that uses practical examples to illustrate its components or its principles. So this could easily be incorporated into a static document or as part of a living document that is continually updated as part of a conversation. The idea would be to present good practical illustrations of how ethics are applied in real life situations. These are just a few options to think about. We also provide the option of expressing that you are happy with the principles in their current format, or if you would like a document that better addresses your sector of work or your region of work. The idea here with this question is that you're able to check and highlight whatever options you feel most strongly about or you feel should apply to the shape the ethics principles take going forward, depending on your interests and your needs as a member of the archaeological community. So the goal of this video was to quickly address the ideas behind these different types of documents in this question, and I thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Thanks.